Time for another stock review, this time FCEL, FuelCell Energy. Can we make money from this stock? Does it all stack up? Are we going to make some money? So let's look over at the figures, do our maths, do our chin scratching, and work out if we can make money on this stock. So without further ado, let's get straight into FuelCell Energy. If you are a member of my channel and you do a super chat, I will do a review for you up to an hour long. It'll rank number 1 or 2 on YouTube. It normally does. And full disclosure, I'm not paid by the company to do this. I'm not here to pump and dump the stock. I only own the S&P. I'm here to provide you the facts using the most advanced algorithmic software. You too can use the software that I use. All my members can get a plan of this where basically it makes my membership for free. The discount is so good, better than Bloomberg, Mad Money, anybody else. I provide the best service and the best discounts to anyone. I wouldn't be partnered with anyone unless I can. All right, let's go straight into it. So you ready? Without further ado, tap the like button if you like this message and consider subscribing to my channel. If you reply back and ask me a question, I will answer all the members' questions. And also we have a Meet the CEO series, which accompanies all my reviews. And I've got a whole list of reviews. You might want to go and check them out. At the end of the video, I will give you the playlist for all the reviews. I've done nearly 200 stocks now. And you can have the CEO on the show as well. And I'll tell you how we do that in a minute. But in this review, you're going to get all the information, starting off basic, getting deeper and deeper. I'm going to share with you the information compared to the S&P, the latest chart, the latest news, the latest earnings, what the company is saying about themselves, what the latest trends are. Also, we're going to show you the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the inside trading, who's buying, intrinsic value. All of that is going to be shown to you. Latest numbers on the earnings and all the rest of it. Okay, so without further ado, shall we get straight into it and give you the review? I think so. So have you tapped the like button? Have you done that? Not for me. No. For the little fellas. If you tap the like button, it makes the little fellas happy, and we would appreciate that very much indeed. All right, let's get straight into it. Here we go. So, FuelCell, let's start nice and simple first of all, and then we'll get more in depth as we go. As you can see, it's a very volatile stock. It's a trading stock. It's a penny stock, up and down, and we can see it right there. Extremely volatile. Now, if you join Sensei on Sunday, look below in the description of this video. On Sundays, we have Sensei does his show, and if you go here on the upcoming live streams, you will see the show on Sunday, and Sensei does charts. June the 9th is the next one. You can join Sensei, and he will provide charts for you. And if you are a member of my channel and say, hey, could you do me a buy zone, sell zone, please, for FuelCell, he will do it, and you can find out exactly, the best places to buy and sell this stock. All right, anyway, let's start off by looking at the basics. Here we go. Right, so FuelCell, as you can see, it's very volatile. What is it? FuelCell Energy engages in the business, developing, design, product, construction, and servicing high-temperature fuel cells for clean electric power generation. It operates through the following geographical segment: the United States, South Korea, and Europe. The company was founded by Bernard Baker and Martyn G. Klein in 1969. Hey, the year I was born, 55 now, and is headquartered in Danbury, Connecticut. 1969, good year. Man landed on the moon. Martyn Lucas got born. What can I say about it? What can I say about it? All right, so Jason B. Few is the CEO. So Jason, we'd love to have you on the show. I'll never message anyone. I don't believe in selling my services. I just go live. I'm too busy to do that. I'm always live serving the public. So for you to be on the show, what will happen is one of our investors will email you at Investor Relations, or with this video, and look below in the description, and you'll find the Invite the CEO video as well. Which they'll send off to you, and hopefully you'll be excited to come onto the show and share your story with the world. We do rank number 1 for most stocks that we cover, or number 2 in the world on YouTube. So we love to share information about businesses with the world. So maybe you'd like to consider being on the show. So if our investors are watching this, just create a group, and I'll provide you with the earnings and the reports and the news, whatever you want for your content. Or perhaps you'd like to just email investor relations yourself and let me know when they're interested, and then we'll get them on the show. Anyway, 591 employees. 1969. If you're buying it on margin, it's regarded as very high risk, 100%. Average volume 54 million. Today it's 34 million. So a reasonable amount of volume here on the stock. No dividend, of course. It loses money. Negative 343. 52-week low 64. 52-week high 294. There's your volatility. 456 million is the size of the stock. It's a very small company. Scrolling on down, we can see the earnings. They've been trying to become cash positive for a while, slowly improving, but it's just kind of steady as she goes, nothing breaking out at the moment. The next one is June the 10th. Is the next earnings. Now, if any of our members want me to cover this, all you've got to do is be a member and do a super chat, and I'll get up early in the morning or late in the evening, and I will cover the earnings for you, and we can have FuelCell covered on the earnings. Okay, expected in June 10th. For that. And if you do want the earnings, $10 or more, please, we'll cover that. I don't want to get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, to do a review for $1. If it's $10, I will, for $10 and upwards, I will happily do that for you. All right. Okay. You can see I used to own this stock. I don't anymore. I only own the S&P. Who else is buying the stock? Plug Power. Now, Plug is similar field, green energy, but heavily manipulated by Russian oligarchs, liars and scammers who create Facebook pages, who try to manipulate me, offer me money, and all sorts of things. You can't buy me with money. It's impossible. Unless you give me $10 to do an earnings, but that's my job. You can't pay me to influence a stock, though. I don't do that. Never will. Not even for $1 billion. Plug Power is $3.45. It's a great company, but it's manipulated. I don't know much about this one. Blink Charging, penny stock, workhorse, 18 cents. Neo, I wouldn't buy it. Chinese manipulation is on a whole new level. SNDL, that's a good stock. It's just undervalued now because of requiring reclassification, and when that happens, it'll be great. Anyway, FuelCell looking good at the moment. Today I'm just checking, it's just turned green. I've just noticed that. In fact, I beg your pardon, it's been green for a while. I think the chart just refreshed. I beg your pardon. Anyway, there you go. That's who we are in bed with. So there's volatility here. No question about it. Right, tap the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go and have a look now, and then see if this stock can make you any money. We're going to look at the news, more numbers, and see if there's anywhere here that you can invest and make money from the stock. All right, okay. Let's go here and have a little look. Let's start off with how it compares to the S&P. Well, obviously, you can see here, if I am buying, if I bought the S&P in 2015, my $10,000 would have 3x. Remember, it doubles. Your money doubles every 7 years. The S&P is 3x'd, in fact, in that period of time. So there you go, 30,000. $10,000 on FuelCell is now worth $40. So you wouldn't be very happy, would you? If you bought that back then, you'd be stuck in it now thinking, oh my God, what's all that about? So anyway, not good. So if we look down here at the chart, because it's so low, you're not even going to see any real ripples on the pond. So we can't look at any macro conditions, or 2020 when COVID came, it didn't affect this stock. It was already flatlined anyway. So, you know, all the purpose of that is, as it should be, if you're going to invest, you know, how much would I get compared to something else? At the end of the day, that's what you're doing, right? Investing for the best outcome. The chart, you can see, very volatile, up and down, very, very graphic there to see how the stock trades. On March the 7th, a couple of months ago, it was a beat by 0.03. Not too bad at all, really. So it went down. It went to negative 4 cents, a beat of 3 cents. The gap actual, it was negative 5 cents, a beat of 3 cents. Revenue actual 16.69. Revenue surprise missed. The revenue was down 8.91. It surprised a lot of people. There you go. There's your revenue. Now, what about the business themselves? Why they say you should invest? So anyway, this is what the company themselves are saying about themselves. All right. So just bear that in mind. Why invest? Well, market need. Clean and affordable power that is easy to site, supports economic development and minimizes ratepayer impact. Yes, there's a market need for this. There's a human need for it. There's a desire for this technology. Of course there is. FCE solutions, proprietary power solutions that enable economic prosperity with the clean and affordable supply, recovery and storage of energy. Compelling global market opportunities, solving issues for a variety of stakeholders, diverse revenue stream, sustainable business model, power plant, sale or lease, recurring services revenue, 20 years or more, sale of electricity license, royalty revenue, advanced technology project revenue, balance sheet supports business model, access to project capital, global presence, installations and operations on 3 continents, strategic customers, global leaders, supports market developments, continual power solution with modest footprint that avoids challenges of intermittency, and robust intellectual property portfolio provides a competitive advantage. That's the reasons why they say you should invest in this company. All right, some latest news. This just came out a couple of days ago. FuelCell Energy and Geonogy, I hope I pronounced that correct, Green Energy announced agreement for purchase of fuel cell modules and service agreement for world's largest fuel cell power platform. All right, they just agreed to purchase 42 1.4 megawatt upgraded carbonate fuel cell modules from FuelCell Energy to replace existing fuel cell modules at the Haswang Baron Industrial Complex fuel cell power platform, the world's largest fuel cell power platform located in Haswang. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The agreement, if I just zoom in here as much as I can, I apologize, it's small. The agreement, which constitutes a significant milestone for supplying green baseload power to the Korean market, also includes a new 7-year service agreement, pursuant of which FuelCell Energy will service the fuel cell modules. Under the terms of the agreement, the company expects to receive approximately 160 million of revenue over the term of the agreement. Okay, some good news there for the company. Very, very nice indeed. But let's go and look now on the actual numbers itself, the balance sheets, the inside trading, who's buying, who's selling, all the rest of it. And we're going to use AI to give us some revealing information as well. Okay, here we go. Fuel cell, intrinsic value. Fuel cell. Let's have a look here. We've got a valuation of 1%. Overvaluation of 1% at the moment. There is a warning here. It doesn't use DCF valuation. So overvaluation, we can't really be clear of. All right. There's not enough information. That's what we have. Now, I just asked the AI what they think of this stock, and I asked it about the earnings. Revenue 16.7 million, which was in line with expectations. The revenue for the comparable last year was 37.1 million, which included a one-time revenue benefit and higher service revenues. Net loss increased to 44.4 million compared to a net loss of 21 million in the first quarter of fiscal 2023. Net loss per share remained steady at negative 0.5 cents, primarily due to the higher number of weighted average shares outstanding and the net loss attributable to non-controlling interest. Okay. Adjusted EBITDA, negative 29.1 million compared to a negative 14.4 million in the same period last year. All right. Okay. There's other information there, but if you want this, I will give you a link to the software and you can go and check it out yourself. Let's move down to the revenue. Negative 17%. Negative 17% on the most recent range, but we are expecting to see things improve this year and into next by quite a steep curve. Operating income, negative 3%, but we're expecting that to improve as well. Net income, it's negative, but we're expecting that to improve going forward. Financing cash flow up 16%, very nice. Investing cash flow is negative 89%, that's good. Operating cash flow is negative 3%. Balance sheet, well, we've got 923 million in assets. Nice, of which cash is a third of that, 297 million. In fact, 39% is cash. Let me just double check that. No, 32%, I beg your pardon. There's the cash position there, 32%. As you can see there, very nice indeed, with 199 in liabilities and long-term debt 117 million. So this balance sheet is going to be quite good. It's a favorable balance sheet. Scrolling on down, margins aren't very good at the moment, all negative. Obviously, we're not making any money. As you can see, the profitability is 19%. Not good. Positive 3-year revenue growth is average, but declining ROIC. What about the balance sheet itself? Is 51% solvency. Very important. It's not going to go bust in the short term or even the medium to long term. It's got enough cash, enough balance, enough money. Debts aren't out of control. We've got a good outlook here. 58% upside on the average, 3% on the lowest, and 114% on the best. We like that. Here's the competition, though. You want to compare to the competition, and no insider selling or buying, which is neutral. Nothing to say about that. We do have a short interest, 22%. So a lot of short interest here. It's excessive. Anything above 20 provides a short squeeze, but we don't have enough volume for it yet. But some good news. But that good news is looking like the end of the year before we get any major breakthrough. There's all my reviews. Look, I make all my reviews make their way onto Alpha Spread, which is cool. You can see them all there. There's CNBC, look, and all the rest of it. All my reviews are here. Very, very nice. What about sentiment? Over the last 90 days, it was 38% positive. Last 30 days, we've got... It's just declined to 33% last 7 days. Just neutral, nothing bad. And today, no news at all. Okay, so what's my opinion on this? Fuel cell. It's definitely something, it's a sector I like. Of course, I don't own it. I only own the S&P. Not because I just like the S&P rather than anything else. It's because I decide to be media and I can provide these reviews without being biased. I don't pump and dump stocks. I'm just here to bring you the facts so you can decide what to buy and what not to buy. Fuel cell, I like what they're doing. I think this industry is going to win. I like plug power. I think it's heavily manipulated though. The balance sheet is good. It's not going bust. It can afford to live at these levels. We want to see it above $1, of course. Otherwise, we're going to have reverse splits. But we see a big upside here and big potential coming in the next year or so. So a bit like plug power, got another 1 or 2 quarters before we start seeing some real benefits here. So is it a good time to buy? Well, if we just look over the last 3 months, you can see it is trending up. People buy and sell, but it is working its way up over the last month. I beg your pardon. Over the last 3 months, you can see it's down. It's been lower, of course. Is it a good buy, though? Well, no one knows whether the stock's going up, down, or sideways. But the business is certainly not going anywhere. It's got money to run for at least another couple of years, looking at the balance sheet and the amount of burn rate. So would I buy this one if I was buying individual stocks? Possibly. It's one for more research, but if they can pull off the plans they've got planned for the rest of into next year, then this stock could do very, very well. And with a short interest, with some good news on an earnings or something like that, then you could end up with a short squeeze if you could get the volume up, and volume comes on good news. So it's a potential buy from me. So click above my head, you'll find martynlucas.com, which is where you'll find my all links button. That's what that link is. Scroll down, you'll find all the links on my social media, and you'll find Alpha Spread. Look at Alpha Spread and you will find the link so you can go to Alpha Spread and get my software that I use, and my members get a lifetime discount, which basically makes my membership for free. It's the best AI software out there. I absolutely love it. You just can't beat it, I don't think. Now with the new AI implementation as well, it's even better. It just keeps on getting better. So there you go. Scroll down below and check out the link to all my social links, including Meet the CEO, Invite the CEO video as well, if you want to invite the CEO onto the show. Over here, I'll put all my reviews, all my Alpha Spread reviews. I've done nearly 200 reviews now. And down here, I shall put the $FuelCell Energy playlist as well. So any latest news, any earnings, anything you want me covered, I will cover it. If you do a super chat above $10, I will actually cover the earnings for you. All right, so you've got all that information as well. That's it for me. All right, so until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.